Hi everyone and welcome back to InvestED. Let's talk about market downturns today, and more importantly, what happens right after them. As Canadian investors building wealth through TFSAs, RSPs, or even taxable accounts, it's easy to panic during a market drop. But history tells us a different story, and that's usually one of rapid recoveries. So why don't we take a look at the charts up on screen here, where we've looked at 4 recent market downturns and just how quickly markets have recovered once they've bottomed. Starting with the top left, the 2002 tech wreck, you can see that the S&P 500 was up over 15% 1 month after markets bottomed. Similar story in 2009 after the global financial crisis. There was a 27% rebound in the 30 days after markets bottomed. And 2018 and 2020 were also very similar, with the S&P up close to 13 and 25%, again, 1 month after markets bottomed. So why does this happen? Well, markets tend to overreact to bad news, pricing in fear, uncertainty, and worst case scenarios very quickly. But once the panic fades and even a glimmer of good news appears, like a shift in central bank policy or improving economic data, you see that the recovery can often be very swift. We've even seen this so far in 2025. Markets bounced back pretty impressively once the tone around tariffs and US trade policy began to show signs of improvement. So what's the problem? Well, those early gains often happen before most investors feel confident enough to get back into the markets. And so that's why staying invested rather than trying to time the perfect entry is often the smarter long-term move. Remember, the market doesn't wait for certainty. It starts recovering when most people least expect it. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you again soon.